What up, fam? Just got back from a walk. It's pretty freaking hot outside. Also, just finished talking to my coach. If you don't know, I have what would she be considered? I guess she'd be considered a life coach uh, that I talk to twice a month that I pay for, which is a amazing investment. I highly recommend anyone who's trying to accomplish anything, especially in business, but even in just life, to like have some type of coach. She keeps me like accountable, keeps helps keeps me focused on what I'm trying to be focused on. Uh, I was just talking to her, and we were talking about a couple things. Number one, we were talking about. I told her about this 90-day video challenge I'm doing right now, and she was asking me like what I plan to get out of this. So um, pretty much like if I haven't said it before, what I'm trying to get out of this is one, I want to get more comfortable recording, get more comfortable being on camera, get more comfortable with hearing the sound of my voice, make it more natural. And two, honestly, it's just important to have some type of video content. This is like to document my journey from, where I began to someone. I mean, when I first started, this with the internet and internet marketing and marketing and everything like that, I'm just like, I mean, I was a complete and utter newbie. I had no idea what I was doing, anything like that. I mean, I was just learning, just like there's a lot of people out there who's learning. There's a lot of business owners who are trying to learn because they don't know how to do this stuff. And, that was me. And I want to document that journey from where I started, like someone with literally like no knowledge. I mean, like literally when I first heard about internet marketing, like it was like a paradigm shift in my life. I'm just like, I was like, this crazy. I was just like, I consider myself a pretty technical person, well informed person, but I had no idea about like this whole thing at all. And it was last June when I did like a 2 hour like consult with one of the guys I follow on YouTube, Brandon Carter. That's what he was telling me about all this stuff, and that's what opened my eyes to this whole thing. So it hasn't even been that long. And honestly, I didn't really get into doing this for other businesses until like the end of April. That's when I really decided to start doing this as a business for other businesses. Uh, so yeah, this is just I want to document that process for people, that journey from going from someone who had no idea even that this existed to someone who's making 6 figures, 7 figures in a business doing this. Um, so yeah, I mean, that's just what it is. So I mean, that's what I'm trying to get out of doing this. Like so, by having this video content that acts as a documentary of my progress, as well as like I said, I record stuff and do videos on other channels, other platforms, and things like that. I mean, those are pretty much evergreen little like mini sales letters. They'll always be there for me to promote if I'm promoting something. Like anytime someone, it's like for instance, if I say something talking about product on any of these videos, and as people start joining this channel and the channel grows, anytime someone sees that video, if they're going back and watching videos, they might be like, "Oh, that's interesting." They go click on that link or whatever, and I make a commission off of that, or or I make a sale off of that if it's my own product. So there's a lot of different things to that. One of the things getting back to coaching, one of the things my coach suggested to me was to have some type of feedback system on these videos, so that since I'm trying to improve, I want to get better. So what I'm gonna start doing is after I do a video, especially if it's like a content filled video, um, is to ask for feedback on specific areas from the people watching, just to give me feedback on what exactly it is that I'm trying to improve on that particular thing. So it's back to the deliberate practice. I mean, I talked about that. I haven't talked about that in a while, but it's back to the deliberate practice. And that's pretty much what this is, just deliberate practice. So, yeah, on the videos where I'm just talking about, just kind of day in the life, I guess the feedback I'll ask for is, I guess, my delivery, how natural I sound, whether it's helpful, things like that. But I'll create a system and figure out exactly how I want to do that. But Back to coaching. Yeah, having a coach is great. Like it was funny. She called me out today because she noticed like I haven't recently been talking about fitness, and honestly, that's because I've been slacking on the fitness front. She's like, yeah. So what's going on with that? I know you said that was like important. I was like, honestly, yeah, I was slacking, um, and it wasn't really on my mind. And she called me out on that, which is great. So yeah, I gotta get back into fitness. I'm gonna figure that out, put a plan in place, and then I'll commit to that, and I'll talk about it on the channel, and then make it real, make it accountable, like on the channel. So yeah, that's it. Oh, one other thing actually. So one thing I realized I have I've already known this about myself. I have an addictive personality, especially when it comes to things like new books, anime, TV shows like that, that I really enjoy. Like once I start, I'm just kind of really want to finish. So I've been like Netflix binging on this one show. I found Netflix for the last I don't know like 3 4 days, to the point where I finished the season, which was like two seasons, which was like 40, 42 episodes, 40 minutes each. So yeah, so I can't keep doing that. So one thing I'm gonna do, that I talked to y'all about before, is the whole, you know, my life like a video game, like the level up my life deal. So I started working on that, just kind of fleshing out this morning. Just spend maybe an hour on it, just kind of figure out how I'm gonna set that up. Um, and pretty much, that needs to be the reward system. I can't be spending my days doing that. Also, so until I figure that out, a temporary thing is what I'm gonna do. So I can't do any of that. I can't watch any of these shows or things like that, or go and read any of these sci-fi books and stuff like that until I've worked at least 6 hours that day. You know, um, so that's the plan. We're gonna do that. So once I figure out the system, everything like that, I'll talk about it more on the channel. So it's about 11:30 right now. So definitely a late start to my day, but time to get to work.